We now continue into 1 Corinthians chapter 16, where Shaul closes the letter with practical obedience, disciplined generosity, relational loyalty, and a final call for strength, love, and steadfast labor in the work of the Master. This chapter contains no explicit Tanakh groundings. Even without those listed, the chapter stands firmly in covenant continuity. Shaul does not descend from doctrine into something lesser here. He begins the whole letter down into lived faithfulness, how to give, how to travel, how to receive servants, how to honor laborers, how to stay watchful, and how to stand in love. The burden is simple, weighty. The people of Yehovah must become dependable in ordinary obedience, not merely stirred by great truth. Collection ordered, to traveled submitted, to service honored, to watchfulness commanded, to love sealed. Stand firm, give faithfully, and let all you do be done in love. Yehovah, make a steady and quiet work of obedience, in the quiet work of obedience. Teach us to honor those who labor in your name. Let our strength be clothed with love to the end. Yehovah ni Aman, the faithful God who calls his people into dependable service, honored giving, and steadfast love. Yehovah ni Aman, Kadosh, 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 holy, holy, holy. Please fill me and lead me, and cover me and stir me, and speak through me with your Ruach HaKodesh, your Holy Spirit, your set-apart breath, that I may speak your written words with boldness and humility to those who listen. I ask all these things in Yeshua HaMashiach, Jesus the Christ, the Messiah, the Anointed, the Aleph Natav's name. Amen. We'll start with the Shema. Listen and obey. Children of Yehovah, pay careful attention and respond. Yehovah is our power and authority. Yehovah works in unity, echad, with himself, and you shall act upon your love, ahava, to Yehovah with your power and authority, with your thoughts and mind, with your entire body, and with all the muchness that you have. Yod, Hey, Vav, Hey. Hand, behold, nail, behold. 1 Corinthians chapter 16. Now, in regard to the collections being made for God's people, you are to do the same as I directed the congregation in Galatia to do. Every week on Matzah et Shabbat, each of you should set some money aside according to his resources and save it up so that when I come, I don't have to do fundraising. And when I arrive, I will give letters of introduction to the people you have approved, and I will send them to carry your gift to Jerusalem. If it seems appropriate that I go too, they will go along with me. I will visit you after I have gone through Macedonia, for I am intending to pass through Macedonia, and I may stay with you or even spend the winter, so that you may help me continue my travels wherever I may go. For I don't want to see you now when I am only passing through, because I am hoping to spend some time with you, if the Master allows it. But I will remain in Ephesus until Shavuot, because a great and important door has been opened for my work, and there are many people opposing me. If Timothy comes, see that he has nothing to be afraid of while he is with you, for he is doing the Master's work, just as I am. So let no one treat him with disrespect. Help him on his way in peace, so that he will return to me, for the brothers and I are expecting him. As for Brother Apollos, I strongly urged him to go and visit you along with other brothers, and although it was not all his desire to come at this time, he will come when he has the opportunity. Stay alert, stand firm in the faith, behave like men, grow strong. Let everything you do be done in love. Now, brothers, you know that the household of Stephanas were the first people in Achaia to put their trust in the Messiah, and they have devoted themselves to serving God's people. I urge you to submit yourselves to people like these and to everyone who works and toils with them. I am glad that Stephanias and Fortunatus and Achaicus are here, because they have helped make up for your not being here. for they have refreshed my spirit just as they have yours. I want to show your appreciation for the people like these. The congregations in the province of Asia send greetings to you. Aquila and Priscilla greet you in union with the Messiah, with the Master. As does the congregation that meets in their house, all the brothers send you their greetings. Greet one another with a holy kiss. Now I, Shaul, greet you in my own handwriting. If anyone does not love the Master, a curse on him. Maranatha, our Master, come. May the grace of our Master Yeshua, the Aleph Natav, be with you. My love is with you all in union with the Messiah, Yeshua. What is the Hebrew word that encapsulates this chapter? Emunah, faithfulness. This chapter is full of practical covenant steadiness in giving, serving, honoring, watching, and loving. Tanakh spine. No explicit Tanakh citations, even so the chapter carries clear covenant continuity. Yehovah has always required practical faithfulness from his people, ordered generosity, honor toward those who labor, readiness in service, and courage joined to love. Shaul applies those same enduring burdens here. The closing chapter is not an afterthought. It is the visible fruit of a people who have truly received correction and now must walk it out. Chapter flow. Shaul begins with a collection for the holy ones, giving practical instructions to generosity is not left to disorder or emotional impulse. On the first day of the week, each person is to set something aside in keeping with how he has prospered, so that not last-minute scramble governs the offering. This shows that giving is not merely spontaneous, emotional, but planned covenant faithfulness. Shaul then explains that when he arrives, approved men will be sent with letters to carry the gift to Jerusalem. If it seems fitting that he should go also, they will accompany him, showing transparency and shared stewardship. He then speaks of the travel plans, intending to pass through Macedonia and perhaps remain there with them for a season. He refuses to speak presumptuously, adding that these plans stand under the Master's will. For the present, however, he will remain in Ephesus until Shavuot. The season is striking. A great and effective door has been opened to him, and there are many adversaries. Shaul does not read opposition as proof he should flee. He reads it alongside opportunity. He then instructs the Corinthians concerning Timothy, that he must be allowed to be among them without fear because he is doing the work of the Master as Shaul is. Therefore no one is to despise him, but they are to help him on his journey in peace. Shaul also speaks of Apollos, showing that even valued co-laborers do not move merely by pressure. Apollos was unwilling to come at that time, though he would come when he had the opportunity. Then the chapter sharpens into direct commands. Watch, stand firm in the faith, act like men, be strong. Yet strength is immediately governed by the higher law. Let everything you do be done in love. Shaul then urges them to recognize the household of Stephanas, the firstfruits of Achaia, who devoted themselves to serving the holy ones. The Corinthians are to submit to such people and to every fellow worker and laborer. Shaul rejoices at the coming of Stephanas, Fortunus, Achaeus, because they supplied what was lacking from the Corinthian side and refreshed his spirit and theirs. Therefore such men to be acknowledged and honored. Greetings then flow from the assemblies in Asia, from Aquila and Priscilla, in the assembly in their house, and from the brothers generally showing the interwoven life of the wider body. They are commanded to greet one another with a holy kiss, making the letters end with visible covenant affection. Shaul adds his own greeting by his own hand, sealing the message personally. Then comes a severe final note. If anyone does not love the Master, let him be accursed. Maranatha. Finally, the chapter closes with grace from the Master Yeshua and Shaul's love for all in the Messiah Yeshua, giving order to doors discerned, to servants honored, to faith watched, to strength joined to love. Core theme. Shaul's burden in this final chapter is to show that mature spiritually is not made only by visions, gifts, arguments, or corrections. It becomes visible in ordered generosity, submitted plans, honorable treatment of fellow workers, alertness in the faith, courage under pressure, and the love that governs everything. The chapter is practical, but is not small. It is where theology proves it has entered life. What stands out especially is the combination of strength and tenderness. Shaul commands the Corinthians to watch, stand firm, act with courage, and be strong. But he does not let strength become hardness. He places one law over all the rest. Let everything be done in love. This is the covenant manhood and covenant maturity, not passivity, not harshness, but strength yoked to ahava, love. The chapter also honors dependable people. Stephanias and others are named because they refreshed, served, and labored. Shaul wants the assembly to learn that hidden faithfulness matters. The final chapter then is a call to become the kind of people who can be trusted with ordinary obedience until the end. How can we learn to love Yehovah with all our heart, soul, mind, and strength? We can love Yehovah by giving with forethought and faithfulness rather than waiting to be moved only by the moment. Love Yehovah by submitting our plans to His will while remaining bold in every open door He sets before us. Love Yehovah by standing firm in the faith with strength that remains governed by love. How can we learn to love our neighbors as we love ourselves and as Yeshua loves us? Honor those who quietly labor, refresh others, and carry real weight in the body. Refuse to despise weaker or younger servants, but help them continue in the peace. Let strength, courage, and correction all be clothed in love rather than harshness. How can we bear one of those burdens? Share material resources in an ordered way so others are strengthened in real need. Refresh the spirits of faithful workers instead of only drawing from them. Stand watch together so no one has to face opposition, fatigue, and responsibility alone. What are the top 3 fruits of the Spirit found in this chapter? 1. Faithfulness, emunah. The chapter is marked by dependable giving, steady service, and firm standing in the faith. 2. Ahava, love. Shaul places one seal over the whole chapter. Let everything be done in love. 3. Courage, omets. The assembly is commanded to watch, stand firm, and act with strength and not shrink back. What is the mitzvah response, Torah-based? Deuteronomy 16, verse 17. Everyone is to give what he can in accordance with the blessings Yehovah, your God, has given you. Command. We will stand firm, give faithfully, honor laborers, and do everything in love. What is the Hebrew declaration? Na amod, ba imenu, vi nitkadzech, ba Yehovah, kol ma asenu, ya aso, bi ahava, u veyoshir, nechabed, et haolam, vi nashlim, et mash martenu. We will stand in faithfulness and be strengthened in Yehovah. All our works will be done in love and uprightness. We will honor those who labor and faithful our watch and fulfill our watch. What is the one-sentence summary? Stand firm, give faithfully, and let everything be done in love. Now, after having read the chapter and going over it, here are some heart-piercing questions. Am I dependable in ordinary obedience, or only stirred by exceptional moments? Another. Do I plan generosity faithfully, or leave it to impulse and convenience? Another. How well do I honor those who quietly labor and refresh the body? Another. Is my strength joined to love, or does it drift towards hardness? Another. Where has Yehovah opened a door that also includes real opposition? Another. Do I live watchfully, or have I become too casual in the faith? Lastly, what would it look like this week for everything I do to be done in love? We'll end with the Aaronic blessing using the name. Yehovah will kneel before you presenting gifts, and he will guard you with a hedge of protection. Yehovah will illuminate the wholeness of his being toward you, bringing order, and he will provide you with love, sustenance, and friendship. Yehovah will lift up the wholeness of his being and look upon you, set in place all you need to be whole and complete. Shalom, shalom. We now